Hey, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson you're going to learn about patch tool in Photoshop. So you can find patch tool just below the spot healing brush, and it's allow you to mend around some segments of the photo. So here just make a selection of the thing that you want to remove. So here we have selected this car on the street, and we have to just left click and hover around. You can drag towards the upper side, the lower, left or right, anywhere out of the patch, and it will be replaced with the image underlying next to that. So here, as you can see here, we earlier we got a car on the road, and we have removed it successfully. So we have created a patch or a sampled area and put it over the component that we want to remove or hide. So it is just similar to as the tailors do to mend the torn out segments of the clothes. We use not for the torn out, but we want to hide some things here in the photo. So here we got this busy street over hill station, but we want to remove some uh, signboards, advertisements, and these cars from the scene, and we want to make the road almost clear. So here, just repeat the same steps using the patch tool, and you can use a combination of different selection and removal tool as well, but the point here is with the patch tool. So as you can see here, we are trying to make a selection using the patch tool for this car that is close to the tree, and when we try to create a patch, it won't be a gradual patch, it will have a blur effect simply because we got a tree too much closer than that. So it takes the sample. So let's try on a different car. So here we have smoothly removed this car, and there's a little bit section of the blur segment, and we can clear it using the spot healing brush. So you can also remove other segments, like here we got another signboard, and just make a clear selection. If you find any difficulty in selection, just zoom in to the photo for a fine-tuned selection. Otherwise you can remove things the way. So here we got left with two more cars that we want to remove. So just repeat the same step, just make a patch tool selection and just hover around, select some area, try to create a sharp boundary here, but still there is a blurry effect, so you can clear it out using the spot healing brush. You need to zoom in more to get a fine corrected. So here we can see the error because some parts of the tree is overlapping with this car, and thus we got this green blur effect. We also need to select the shadowed area to make a clear selection, and here just try to do the same thing. Again we got this blurred area, but we can remove. Just go to spot healing brush and just change the size for the brush to make it fit, and hover around on the blurred area, just reduce a little bit to have a fine adjustment. Selected area, just hover around to get a clear view of the photo, and here we got the road is cleaned up and the blur has been removed. So in the similar way, if you want to remove something with a clean and with a finished approach, you may use a combination of tools such as patch and a spot healing brush, and either of any selection tool, a magic wand or lasso tool as well. So here we got this thing, so it looks better than the earlier versions. And now we got this one more car, and here it is challenging because half segment of the car is covered on the road and half segment is on the mountain, so we cannot just simply remove everything. So here you can see that spot healing brush works very well in removing the blurred area in this part. So in the similar way, you can also use use the patch tool in two parts, or you can use the spot healing brush as well. So if you are making a selection over a large area, it's better to increase the size of this spot healing brush, and sometimes it could generate some weird results, but don't worry, just you need to reapply the spot healing brush over and over again to make a clear adjustment. And once if you're not satisfied, you can always undo the changes. Control plus Z would be better if you want to move one step backwards. And here over time when you apply, it gets the image of the ground. So here it is, we have almost clearly removed, and here it is, you got this these cars are clearly removed. So here we got this image where there is no car or the signboards. We have removed two signboards and three cars, four cars actually, from the scene. And you can see the earlier image that was crowded. So once we zoom out and look towards the road, it looks very clear. So in the similar way, if you have a photograph of some tourist place and you want to remove some persons or some things, some unwanted things from the image, you can use a combination of patch tool and a spot healing brush to remove different things. So this is how you use the patch tool and a spot healing brush in Photoshop. So try to create your own photo edits, keep learning and keep moving ahead. Hey, welcome back friends. Here in this lesson you're going to learn about making a selection using the magic wand tool. So magic wand is an amazing tool to make a selection very quickly and very easily. So we are currently using the essentials dashboard, and you can find a magic wand right below the lasso tool and above the crop and the eyedropper tools. So here you got two options, the quick selection and the magic wand. We have to select the magic wand and just click on the component that you want to remove. Sometimes it could be not that clear if you have a lot of objects in the selection, but if you want to make a selection you can just click around, and if you want to expand with more objects, you just need to hold down the shift key on the keyboard and hover around to make more selections. So here when we click just once on the sky, we got a few clouds selected, but holding the shift key and clicking on more segments will add more area very clearly to your photo. You can also repeal some segments by just simply undoing the changes that you have done and make the selection. So here we have just almost selected the entire cloud, and we want to remove this cloud and a few mountains in the background. So just you can just press the delete option on the keyboard, or you can mask it out, depends on your requirement. So here I want to just replace this sky for the sky replacement, and I will press the delete option, and here we got this clear selection and we got just mountains. You can use this layer for creating any vectors or different graphics or any composition in Photoshop. So here if you want to add this mountains to any other compositions, you can use. And here we want to add a different mountains with mobile towers installed, and we will be replaced putting it in the background. So here just select this image and just select and drag on the our first image, and by default it has been created as a new layer and it is placed just on the background. So here uh, if we don't consider the lighting issues, the photos are almost identical, and we can simply replace any object with the magic wand. So here we have this empty mountain road, and we got the sky replaced completely, and we can add the photo. You can crop or you can scale the background photo. You can move around the vertical and the horizontal axis. You can scale, you can increase the size or reduce the size. You can change the orientation and a different thing. So it's better to just select a photo for the replacement that has a similar lighting and different conditions. So here both of our skies are clear skies, clear blue sky with the white clouds, and they look identical and it's natural. So the people looking at this image not too closer will not be able to distinguish whether it's photoshopped or there's a sky replacement or not. So a sky replacement come in handy when you can use a magic wand. So magic wand can be used in a lot of scenarios. Try to use it in your own photos. Keep learning and keep moving ahead. Hey, welcome back friend. Here in this lesson you're going to learn about clone stamp tool in Photoshop. So let's start. So here we got two different shots of the same photo, same subject who's playing a game of cricket. So let's merge them together. Here we got a window, orange, and two split view. So here we can look at both of these images together in the vertical way. So here on the left hand side we got an image and we want to apply clone stamp. So just select a clone stamp and take a sample of the subject that we want to insert. So we are going to insert this ball, cricket ball, from the right image to the left side. So on the right hand side you can see the person actually played the ball. Okay, and here we can place the ball anywhere, but to make it more exact, it's better to just place it somewhere right in the place it was there in the second photo. So this way we can have two shots of a person missing a ball and person actually taking a ball. Okay, so first shot could be a wide ball or a no ball, and the second ball is a hit. It could be 4, 6, anything in one run. So this way we can alter the concept of a photo, and here it looks completely realistic. Okay, so this is how you use the sample tool. You can use the clone stamp, take the sample to the point where you want to add. Here you require two images, although you can do in the same image as well. So on the right hand side we also want to remove this subject, the person standing in the back, to make the photo more attractive. We have sampled the ground on the right hand side and just take the exact position. You have to just click once to the sample area to select the sample, and here you click, just take a brush and just start painting over it. You can paint or you can just even click to make it precise. I'm just matching this line. Okay, you can take anything for reference that will have a gradual effect. Okay, you can add the lost information and fill it in the photos. So this is how you do this clone tool. When you have multiple versions of the same photo, say this is a cricket shot and we may shot the same person with different angles. Sometimes he may have missed a ball, sometimes he have missed the wide ball, the no ball, the 6, hit, run, anything, and we can create all the things. So here just imagine we are creating a photo tutorial of a cricket match, how different positions that you can do, what should be prescribed, uh, how you can take a ball, how you can miss a ball. This could be used for any academy, anything, and here we can just edit to show it perfectly well. So clone stamp tool comes in handy where you got multiple images of the same subject. You can use any other selection tool like quick selection, magic wand, or anything else, but here in this particular scenario when you have multiple photos, it's better to use the clone stamp, because a clone stamp would have a smooth effect. It won't have any distraction. The sample area is large. You can also change the size of the brush, and sometimes if your subject is too complex, it's advisable to just zoom into the subject and match. So here we have created these two images, and you can use the selection tool, draw a rectangle to crop the photo to get the subject that you want. So here we got this thing, and we can go to the edit or the image to crop an image. Okay, you can also transform this subject. You can scale it up, you can rotate, you can flip, you can design a poster, you can create a composition, anything you want. Okay, you can create a new layer out of this subject and you can export it to the way you want. So okay, you can turn the visibility mode on and off to make view the main image, and this is how we done. So this is clone stamp was very easy. Try to apply this thing on any photo. Take multiple shots of the same subject, be it a player or versions of different transportation bikes and so on.